I'm Robert Bell. We're here at CommunicAsia 2013 speaking with thought leaders about key trends in the Asia-Pacific region. Here's what one of them had to say about the developments shaping our industry today and in the future.
Inmarsat, we've been around for over 30 years, led the mobile satellite services industry for that time. We operate an L-band satellite communications network. We've got a broad range of services over land, sea and air, and this year at CommunicAsia we're talking about some of our new services for the broadcast media industry, as well as giving a bit of an insight into our next generation satellite constellation, an all Ka-band Global Express. Global Express is an all Ka-band network, global, very similar to our L-band constellation. It's a geostationary satellite platform, and what this will do is it'll enable us to provide even higher data rate services to a broad range of customers on land, at sea and in the air. So we have a very broad range of customers, from ships that need to send data from the middle of the sea about their fuel performance and from crew welfare communications, through to aid organisations responding to flooding in places like Thailand, or media customers who are sending live video from a natural disaster or a war zone, as well as all sorts of other organisations that have a very, I say, niche requirement for remote communications. Really what they're looking to do is to try and maximise the efficiency of their operation, be that if they're looking to monitor fuel or looking to send live video, but they're looking to maximise the efficiency of that through communications. They're looking for something which gives them the ability to deploy very quickly, but also is very cost effective in terms of when they use it. Indeed it does, and you're quite right. We've got some very, very high-tech, very rich countries, as well as some very low-tech, very poor, very large rural communities. Even China, I think China is a very good example of a country that has both. Really what we see is the difference in the poverty, the conditions there, will very much dictate the types of services that our customers use. So if we look at rural communities, they may use some of our fixed data communication services to extend welfare comms for rural communities, through to very sophisticated broadcasters that want to send very high quality video from some of the most harshest of our environments. Yeah, and I think really probably one of the ones that's been around for some time and I think won't go away is video, the live video quality. Hence we're at the show this year talking about our new BGAN HDR service, which increases the video bitrate for customers. Traditionally on BGAN the fastest streaming speed you'd have would be 384 kilobits per second and above. Now we're looking at around 650 kilobits per second, so an incremental leap in video quality. And I think video quality is a big driver for a lot of companies in this region, not just broadcasters, but for enterprise organisations that want to try and, again, reduce costs. Live video conferencing, governments around the world also want to gain access to live video data, and one of the best ways is through satellite. Correct. So if we look at media broadcasters, really when we combine that with new video codecs like H.265, what we see is video quality akin to low-end VSAT. So a very small form factor terminal is now giving you something that traditionally you needed a 75 centimetre antenna to achieve. I mean, I think probably the most relevant topic there that you've touched upon is high-throughput satellites. We're designing and building our own all Ka-band network, which is essentially a high-throughput satellite constellation. But I think these things are all linked. So 4K video, Ultra HD, these all drive increases in communications needs, and therefore, as an organisation, Inmarsat are looking to respond by providing even more bandwidth to enable broadcasters to do that sort of thing in the field. But also people's expectation of high-speed data is growing. People expect to have high-speed data on planes, at the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the desert, and therefore the satellite networks tend to be responding to that requirement. I mean, that's a great question. If we had a crystal ball, I think what we'll probably continue to see is the growing reliance from traditional telecommunications operators to use satellite to extend their networks. I think probably by 2016 we'll see that start to overtake fixed infrastructure implementation, because really it's very cost effective to use the satellite hub to backhaul your traffic, particularly when you've got high throughput satellites. The satellite capability now exists to do that where traditionally it didn't. So I think in 2016 we're going to see potentially a whole new industry centered around delivering that type of connectivity to traditional carriers who may have in the past used a cell mast. They'll now maybe use a satellite hub.